Thank fucking God the game is over. Thank God the game is over. I am so relieved. That was a 90-minute snooze fest. Like, I was fucking sleeping, dude. What the fuck was happening? We created nothing. If you look at the last 45 minutes, we did jack shit. But anyway, all the analysis, all the theories, all the... I don't know even if I can break this game down, but everything after this intro. Welcome back, guys. This is Humble Discussions, and Man United 2, Sheriff FC 0. Right, we win the game. Ronaldo scores a penalty, Sancho scores a goal, and everything that I said in my earlier video where I explained build-ups and tactics and formations and strategies, they were mostly correct. The only part where I said that I might be wrong is where Casemiro doesn't start and McTominay starts. That's what we saw happen in front of our eyes. That happened as well. We went with a solid back four, so conceding goals was never an issue. We would have not conceded. However, they did have one or two scares here and there, but that was nothing. Like, it happens in every top tier football game, right? But would you call this game top tier? Would you call Sheriff a top tier team? At least by tonight's performance? Absolutely not. Can we score more goals against Sheriff on a different day? With the current team and the current style of play, I don't think so. So if we get 2 goals, and if we got 2 goals, I think we should take it. If you got if you would have got just 1 goal, we should have taken it, I guess, at this point of time, because the football is so dead. I can't see a build-up. We cannot see that. We don't have that final ball, and this is what I have been stressing on from day one. We don't have a final ball. Dalot, how much? I don't care how much he's improved over the last 4 or 5 games, but his final balls are lacking, and he doesn't have that. He maybe has. I mean, if you look at the numbers, maybe he has 1 ball that lands on a player's head. That is Man United's. That is a Man United player, right? Not more than that. Maybe 1 ball out of 20, maybe 1 ball out of 30 that lands on a United head or a United leg. And that is what happened when Bruno scored against Southampton, right? Where it was, it was an obvious thing where I saw Dalot not getting that cross in against Southampton as well, but it somehow landed on Bruno's feet. It was a nice build-up and a good cross back then. But except for that, I cannot recall a good cross that Dalot has, served or he has initiated. Even today, right? He was defensively maybe great, maybe good. Not even talking about that. I'm talking about the creation of chances, dude. I mean, what are we going to achieve if you're not going to score goals? Like, you cannot win a game with the scoreline of 0-0, right? You cannot win that. The maximum you can do is get 1 point, and that is not good enough for a team like United. This game was absolutely dead from even second half was completely dead, right? Whatever happened in first half happened. We scored and Ronaldo scored, and there was a good amount of passing for the Sancho goal, maybe. But this is Sheriff, right? They are giving away balls in their final third, and we are still not doing anything with it. Sancho, miserable first touches. Bruno Fernandes, I don't know what the fuck does he do when he wears a United shirt. I don't know what he does, and he's still the captain. I think we have some kind of demon that has possessed us right now, where we hand over captaincy to players who are completely out of form or are completely out in the garbage. Because that is what is happening after Maguire. I don't think the right person to captain the team is Bruno. I don't think that is how it should be, because Bruno, he literally is so bad at this point of time. I can fight anyone who will come up to me and tell me Bruno is at a level where he can be called a proper Man United Premier League player. You cannot call him. neither can he cross the ball. He relies on long balls mostly, and that too with a very less percentage of the ball actually being converted. By converted, I mean landing on a United player's leg or head. His final passes are lacking. The pass where he has to play a 1-2 with Malacia over there, he sees that someone is pressing Malacia. He shrugs the ball towards the defender rather than pushing it towards Malacia. So obvious. His headers are way offward. He's very average when you look at Bruno Fernandes play. I don't know what's the hype around this player. What he did that he got that much hype in the first place. We all have that inbuilt in us where he scored 20 goals for us that season he came, right? I get it. More like a lot of them were penalties, right? And then whatever he did in the build up and what not, I think that season is a very big hoax where most of the teams who were playing had players out injured or suffering from COVID or whatever. But now, dude, when actually you need to put in performances against Moldovan teams, you should do better, right? You should have at least one final ball that is worthy enough for the striker to touch it and turn into a goal. You don't do that. All we get is half chances. How long are we going to get these half chances? How long are we going to, rely on counter attacks? Because these teams are not counter attack worthy. You will not get counter attack worthy chances against SHERRIF because they'll play pretty, deep in their own box. So how will you counter attack them? How will you catch them on a break? They are sitting behind, so you can't catch them on a break. The most you can do is hope that they give you the ball in the final half, and that is what they were doing. They were giving the ball in their third half, in their final third, and we were not converting it. We're not doing shit with it. As soon as we get the ball, the player who's getting the ball is not a defender, by the way. It's Sancho or Bruno. They turn behind and look for someone. I don't know who are they looking for. It's so sad at this point of time. Dude, this day was absolutely garbage, by the way. She-Hulk, total garbage. And now United playing whatever. I don't know if you call this football or not. But this definitely, is very low tier football. Any other team will, roll us at this point of time. I don't know what to say. Ronaldo, I want to point out Ronaldo's mistake, step by step. I want to see where he's committing mistakes. But, there are players around him are committing so much of, drama and fuss, and, the gameplay of other players are so garbage at this point of time, where Ronaldo, he's not playing well, right? Ronaldo is not playing well. He's not where he's supposed to be. I mean, at the level. He's not there, right? And I want to call it out. But I'm not getting the opportunity to call it out because the others around him are worse. They are worse. Like, I don't know, like, what the fuck is wrong with Sancho, dude? I don't know, man. The same thing that I am saying for Bruno. I gave him one full season last one. I saw his entire season curve. He was not good. And now I'll just say it outright that Bruno, fuck, if he plays like this for 2 or 3 more games, I'm gonna lose my shit. And the same thing I'll come back in a year and say about Sancho. If this entire management style does not get inherited into the players or does not get transferred into the players, we are going to suffer a lot this season, because not every team is SHERRIF. Even our team who's going to get relegated this season, who will come 20th, I don't know who that will be, because all the teams right now are playing at the highest level. Maybe not Nottingham Forest, but even if they do, they've spent 150 million, and if they get relegated, that'll be a huge blow for them. But even if they do, they'll be 100 times better than what SHERRIF were today, and we'll get rolled day in and day out in the Premier League, though somehow we are not getting rolled in the Premier League right now. And I think the only reason why we're not getting rolled is because we are running and we are just looking for a move on the break. And most of the Premier League teams have, at least the ones that we have won against, they have had defenders who are giving us the space to run behind them from the center of the field to the final third. It's a race, and our attackers like Rashford and someone or the other from our wingbacks have the pace to outrun them, and that is the only thing that is happening. Except for that, there is literally zero game that United, zero football that United are showing at this point of time, and this is the saddest thing, and this is the most frustrating thing for a United fan right now. I want to call out Ronaldo's mistake. Maybe I'll make a separate video on Ronaldo's current form and whatever. But at this point of time, everything else around Ronaldo, the other players and the other gameplay and all, they are absolutely garbage. And they are not even championship level, if you ask me. I don't know what we are trying to achieve at this point of time. We have a couple of weeks of international break, and I hope we come back really strong after that. Me saying I hope, it's becoming very repetitive for a United fan. But we have to sit here and analyze and witness this nonsense in front of our eyes, day week in and week out. I think that's the way of life. You have to accept it. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. This is it for the video. Take care, and see you tomorrow.